What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. Here with my last post-fight video for the night. This one's going to be for the upcoming. This was for the past bout on the undercard of Erik Morales versus Pablo Cesar Cano. 140-pound bout for the WBC light welterweight championship. Put together Erik Morales and Pablo Cesar Cano. It was supposed to be Lucas Martin Matisse against Erik Morales, and now Morales got an opponent that was a whole lot different from the style of Matisse. With Matisse and Marcos Maidana, they were two fighters that came forward and they came towards Erik Morales, and Erik Morales would have to look for countering opportunities against two opponents that kind of with Maidana starts off fast. Matisse doesn't start as fast as Maidana. It takes him a little while to kind of build up and make little adjustments to his game, whether he's applying more pressure, finding a way to get inside. And Matisse is a fighter that's effective coming forward. But this was a different opponent. Cano was a guy. I think he was more of a boxer than both guys. He stood more at a mid range, kept his distance, and was just more of a boxer out of the two. And he was a guy that was aggressive when he had to be or when he found an opening. And I don't think he found that opening that he wanted in this fight against Morales. Basically, what we saw back and forth rounds. Cano came in, he won the first, Morales second. Cano third, and so forth and so on until like the 10th round. The 9th round, when Morales started to pick up rounds, and on my card started to build a lead coming into the final round of the fight. What it looked like was happening was the rights to the body kind of slowed down Cano, because Morales, his jab was quite slow, but he started to try to slip in the right hand to the body, the straight right to the body. Towards the solar plexus, which was slowing down and kind of taking away the legs of Cano. He wasn't moving. He wasn't moving in boxing. He was moving to get away and retreat a little more to try to move away from the right hand of Morales, which was landing at will. Something I noticed about Cano was he didn't really tuck his chin, so it seemed as if he was taking the full shot on his eye and on his nose. He kind of stood straight up. He would bend down a little bit, but he wouldn't tuck his chin. And I thought that he was taking the shot more so than he needed to. And he didn't find a way to protect himself from the Morales right hand. Because if you just look at the rounds that Cano was winning, Cano was boxing, making Morales miss. Stay busy, and just through the right hand. And then with Morales would kind of use Cano's aggression against him. He would look for the short left hook, and he was just looking for a single shot. Either it was a short left hook or the right hand towards the eye. And in the 10th round, Morales, was starting to control the fight. Championship rounds, he was controlling the fight. He was coming forward. He was jabbing, and hitting him with the right hand. And then the eye busted open, was bleeding profusely, and his nose was bleeding as well. I thought the referee Kenny Bayless, I thought he probably should have stopped it, but the doctor said he can continue fighting, and the doctor was a stupid ass for letting him continue to fight. Then he blew his nose at the end, which is a big no-no if you break your nose. You could probably tell looking at mine. I broke mine a few times, and I know this. But I'm sure his nose was broken, and he blew his nose, and now Erik Morales is I believe he's the WBC interim champion. I could be mistaken. But Erik Morales is now the WBC light welterweight champion. So we'll see who he fights next. I would like to see a rematch with Marcos Maidana. I would like to see a rematch between both of them. But I actually like the first match. I'm going to see what Morales would do differently in this one, or Maidana would do differently. And I would like to, and if it's possible, if it's doable, I would like to see him fight Tim Bradley, if it's possible, Tim Bradley, or even Lucas Matisse. I would like to see that one. So there's a couple more options out there for him, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, peeps, I'm out. That was Distance. Peace.